just steal that horse and ride off into the sunset.
Alright, looks like I need to go to Sunderstone Gorge as soon as I can.
Yeah. Because you got fire breath shout.
Yep, I need to get the second word before I can go see Parthenax, and before I go see Parthenax, I have to go kill Mirak. I need to eat Mirak's face. You think I'm joking?
No,
I mean,
not at all.
literally eat his face.
I'm not doubting your hunger at all. I know I'm not being sarcastic. I know you're crazy enough to actually do that.
Speaking of which, the Ring of Namira actually does feed you after you eat a dead body.
Yeah.
It gives you the well-fed status. It's kind of cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Plus, with infinite rings and amulets, you don't have to equip it to equip something else. Although I think I glitched my curse because I don't have to eat or drink.
Hang on, are you a vampire?
Yep.
Then then hunger and thirst aren't a thing for you.
Oh, I would have thought thirst was still a thing, but you have to drink blood instead of water.
Nah.
That's useful.
Vampire thirst is another thing entirely.
Alright, what shouts do I want to use for this? Let's go Unrelenting Force, and I need a Soul Trap enchantment. Unfortunately, my only Soul Trap enchantment is my Glass Sword. How many Black Soul Gems do I have? 4, plus the Black Star makes 5. Will you stop talking so I can go charge in and kill people?
I love the Windhold beacon. Did I even go and talk to Delphine? Possibly not. I always keep a hunting broom mead on me because there's that random encounter where you get a amulet that fortifies your carry weight if you've got the thing. If you give them a hunting brew mead. And I want that so I can disenchant it and fortify my carry weight.
hoping I could Fusro the drawbridge to lower it, but nope, that doesn't work. Oh well.
Of course it doesn't.
Oh hey, Ralof did escape from Ralof escaped from Helgen.
Yeah.
Without my help. How dare he?
Well, how dare you not side with him in the first place?
How dare he be a dick?
He wasn't a dick! Did my voice just really break that bad?
Yes.
Oh my fucking god. I am ashamed of myself. That was horrible, okay. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Oh yeah, these, I swear, my cultivated plants are, bloody yielding stuff super fast. Like, pretty much every time I come back here, they've got a yield for me. Yee. I was pretty cringe though. I was like one of those I'm not like other girls sort of kid. Like, oh my god, it was cringe. Yeah, but I was, as I said, I was like, I'm not like other girls. I had that actual vibe. At least I remember being like that.
I'm just going around draining people's life force.
I'm more interested in having a look in their pockets.
Well, I don't think you can actually loot corpses during the Battle of Whiterun, so...
Actually, I think I'm going to pay Windhold a visit. Hang on, which way's Windhold? That way. Hello, horse. That I conveniently borrowed. Whee! I'm the highest bitch in all the city. I have no idea how the fuck I'm gonna get down. Oh, there we go. Who the fuck are you? Afflicted refugee?
Yes.
Okay. He got rabies.
You know what's funny is Perry probably did honestly use rabies for his affliction.
Possibly. Oh, hang on. I don't think I've done the frozen hearth thing.
I'm sorry, could you describe like
well, I just
He's got coronavirus.
Unless you're bringing me another round, you can just...
The afflicted have the coronavirus. They probably have every disease.
future experiments.
This is why people have a problem with your college, Nellikar.
He's in bed and he's talking. Okay. Where's Haran? Where's my friend? I need a friend. I'm gonna pick his pocket. I'm hungry. I wasn't really, I'm just looking for an excuse. Oh, he doesn't have anything. Is Haran down here?
Balgruuf looks pretty good in his armor.
In the steel plate armor.
Yeah, he looks pretty handsome, actually.
Yeah. Shut up, you. I don't pickpocket from kids. Shut the feck up.
Shat the feck up?
Oh, bloody, you'll grin in a second. Lose some fangs. We already answered that. We already answered that one. I don't have one because I don't know jack shit about guns, and crazy likes the 7mm. No, I'm gonna go pay the Jarl a visit.
You couldn't possibly be the...
Yes, I am. And I'm pinching things from people's pockets.
I'm doing some more enchanting with the souls that I just got from this battle. I do wish Jarl
Yes!
could have stayed in Tigeress. Let's be honest, he's a better Jarl than Vignar.
Who?
I was saying that Jarl should have stayed in, that Balgruuf should have stayed in power because he's a more intelligent Jarl than Vignar is.
Well, I don't really find... I find Vignar just fine as Jarl.
I might be a little biased because Balgruuf was like one of my favorite characters when I first entered Skyrim. He's still kind of one of my favorites.
Yeah, and that's fair enough. Balgruuf is a pretty good guy. Oh. Well, yeah, you can be a stealthy pistol wielding vampire bloodsucker.
Think you can steal?
That would be interesting. I will say that if you're going for a stealth build, though, a sniper rifle is usually a better go with a pistol for backup.
Up to you if you go for a tribal theme, madam. Because Well, yeah, really, it's up to you.
I just got handed a Daedric sword.
Okay.
I have to say, every time you guys talk about aesthetics, I'm completely confused because I don't actually know what the hell those are half the time.
Aesthetic is... Okay. So... Say... think of a goth, right? Their aesthetic would be darkness, death, bones, ghosts, that sort of thing. Whereas if you were looking at your typical, your stereotypical woman, you'd be thinking makeup, Netflix and chill, big sweaters in the winter, scarves, fashion, that sort of thing. Basically, what interests you in the way of how you like your house, how you like to dress. It's how you express yourself physically.
Okay, so I've got like 17 aesthetics then, because I don't have one set way of
And that
dressing.
is perfect. That is absolutely fine. You don't have to have a set aesthetic. You can have 500 aesthetics and that is just fine. Nobody gets to tell you what aesthetic you should and shouldn't have.
Alright.
Of course, in that explanation, I made a lot of assumptions because probably even the most gothic, morbid looking person will no doubt have their ungoth things. Like, I know several goths who happen to like SpongeBob or happen to like Hello Kitty, and that's just it. It's perfectly fine. Everyone's aesthetics are different.
So aesthetics are more like a guideline than a set thing.
I wouldn't say they're even a guideline. It's how you express yourself.
Okay, so overgeneralization then.
I guess so, yeah.
Why the hell do these people have to be on the entire separate side of a mountain range from where I'm supposed to be? I'm supposed to be fighting Fort Newgrad, not looking at it from across a mountain. People are stupid.
Okay. To Whiterun! Time to retrieve the ebony blade. At long frickin' last!
Wait, how did you know to... Wait. I'm lost. Why is it finally... Oh, level 20.
Yeah, I finally hit level 20, guys. 'Tis the day.
I do have to ask, based on like what you know about me, what do you think my aesthetics would be?
I picked you as a sort of nerdy gamer guy that's just chill. You have your own tastes, and
Let me know if you want anything.
you're a
Think I
good
got a
guy.
clean mug around here
just-
somewhere. If it's work you need,
Alright.
how about chopping up some wood for the fires? Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men... I assume you saw the... It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. Some fool is opening a museum in Dawnstar. They say he's paying people to collect artifacts from that old mythic Dawn cult. They say Folian of Morthal has studied vampires, Draugr, and all matter of undead. People say there is someone in Riften that can...
Into the fort
The
from the
companions?
lake, huh?
In Jorvas? Been
That's
hearing
gonna
some
be
strange
interesting.
tales of the Jarl's children. Say the one's turning wicked, and the others have an ill-favored look to them. Best
So
to
I'm
keep
guessing
clear.
Vitani's gonna be a Stormcloak?
Need anything else? Just let me know.
Vitani, she's gonna be a Stormcloak, I'm guessing?
100%. I ain't siding with those damn faithless Imperials.
What about Dahika? Is Dahika gonna be a Stormcloak, madam?
Yeah.
Alright, so now you guys have to convince Tajiana to even care about the war. Just keep in mind, he's a fickle little creature.
Well,
be extremely
Vitani
useful
doesn't
in the
really
war.
care if he's interested in either way.
Fair enough. But she can still tell that he'd be a big help in the war.
Yeah, absolutely. And that much
Especially with his
is
intoxication
interesting.
power.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Okay. You know what, I'm just gonna fast travel to
my youngest
the South Fringe Sanctum
He's a
and then
dark
travel
child.
north.
I
That
don't
way
know
I can
what to do with
be a little
He was
intelligent.
always a quiet lad, but lately, something has changed. He's become brooding, violent. He won't say a word to me, but I don't know how I upset
Silver
him.
or Vein.
If you could
I have
speak
to remember
him,
that for when
draw
I
out the
next
truth.
remember that South Fringe
I would
Sanctum
be immensely
exists.
grateful.
I don't even know what is at South Fringe Sanctum.
I'm going to tell Father you said that. Go tan your hive.
What the fuck? I just found a random chest. Well, okay, that's not bad loot, actually. Well, oh well. It's all mine now.
So, the disgusting pig sent
I
you
will
to
say
bother
that
me.
once you get the
One day, I'll tear his
second
face apart so
level
he can
of
leave me alone.
the
My father
fall
doesn't know
damage
anything
perk
about
from
me,
the vampire
but I know
perk
about
tree,
him
you
and
will
about
be
the
literally
dwarf,
immune
more
to
than
fall
he might
damage
think.
even in your mortal form.
I know that he still worships Talos, that he
Like,
hates
I am
the
dead
Thalmor
serious, you will
almost as
be
much as a
unable to
Stormcloaks
take
do,
fall damage.
that he worries about being chased from Whiterun, that he...
Oh, I love being an Argonian.
But I don't have the same mother as my brother and sister.
It is just so beautiful.
This castle is old. Lots of places nobody's been
Hang
in
on.
a long while.
I'm
Places where you can
I'm
overhear
listening to
things,
what's going on.
see things.
Oh, sorry.
And the Whispering Lady. She won't tell me her name. I've gotten good at listening to keyholes. At the door in the basement, I hear her talking to me. I thought I was caught, but she started telling me even more secrets. But I can't open the door. In the basement. Trust me, you'll see it. I bet she'll talk to you too. Until next time.
But it will never stop me from trying.
At last. I've been waiting for someone more fit to carry out my will. The child is spirited but lacks agency. Regrettably, I cannot reach your plane so directly.
That's
but
bullshit.
I forgive you for not knowing who I am. Few
Mafala can't
hear
reach
my
the plane
whispers
directly.
anymore. I am Mafala, the Lady of Whisper. I tug at the web of connections between mortals. Love, hatred, loyalty, betrayal. The boy was good at sussing out secrets. You, I expect to take a
I
more
wish that it would stop
active
putting up my
role.
paralysis Dragonbone sword and would instead give me the sword that I was actually
You must
using.
open this door. A piece of my power has been locked away behind it, and even my eyes cannot see past the seals. I'd much rather it be in the hands of an ambitious and talented person, such as yourself. The whole of Whiterun is ripe with paranoia and tensions. The Jarl's court is right to fear the power I hold behind this door. The Jarl trusts few, and they will be his undoing. The Dark Child knows of what I speak. Let him guide your path.
I get to kill Faringa! Yay! Happiness jumping.
Oh yeah, finally ran out of that poison. Now to use my second set of poisons. This set of poisons only does 13 damage instead of the 24 that it was before, but still.
I told
I'm saving
you, I
my
know
super
everything about
poisons
this
for
castle.
bosses.
For some reason, that door's
It's gonna be
special.
fun.
Only 2 people can open it. Balgroof and Farengar, the court wizard. How you get it from them is up to you. Nobody would notice if Farengar went missing, I promise you.
How convenient.
Until next time.
Where are you going, little bitch? He is the first victim of the Ebony Blade.
Well, Valgrieth has been liberated.
Yeah, cute.
Excellent work. Now, I trust you're sharp enough to see that the sword doesn't match the description of the ebony blade you may know. It has languished too long outside the winds of alliance and betrayal. To return to its past glory, it must first drink the blood of deceit. Your world is admirably steeped in lies and inclinations. My blade is a darling leech that feeds on deceptions and nourishes its master. Seek out those closest to you. The final pluck of their misguided heartstrings will accompany my blade in a song of your grandeur.
It is only just short of an ebony warhammer.
I just got 2 points for assisting the people of Falkreath.
Fucking look at that glory. Look at the ebony blade, it's fucking fabulous. Time to go kill a particular asshole. I'm having too much fun with this.
That's okay. I'm about to go liberate the Reach.
Nice.
Because the Reach no longer belongs to the Forsworn. Now it belongs to me. Oh! I just popped my elbow and I felt it all the way in my rib cage.
Oh shit.
That was brilliant, but God, I don't want to do it again. Okay, every time I fast travel, my vampiric powers start to dwindle. Thankfully, I've got like 50 potions of blood.
I need more potions of blood. I need more enemy blood too. Okay. Oh, that's right. I wanted to go and talk to Enonius Papias and see if there's any quests that he needs doing.
Well, now I get to blackmail someone.
Also,
I get to go blackmail them.
Sorry? Go on.
No, you go.
Also, Bloodthorn is the strongest dagger without without smithing.
Bloodthorn?
Yeah, the unique dagger at the end of Hag's End.
I didn't know it was stronger than the Dragonbone dagger.
It is only listed as doing 5 points of damage with a 3-second soul trap. But there is an unlisted enchantment that gives it 10 points of absorbed health. Fuck. I also need to go and get the
So in that case, it's not stronger, it just has more utility.
Well, because of the 10 points of absorb health, it does a total outlay damage of 15. Which is 3 points more than the Dragonbone dagger, which is 13. So it is the strongest.
No. Dragonbone dagger at the base is 21 damage.
Is it?
At least for me. It might be because my one-handed skill tree is really high.
Yeah. Possibly. Give me a sec, I need to grab the cord for the thing to make sure that my controller doesn't die.
Okay. Please tell me I have an invisibility potion. Oh, I do. I'm invisibly walking up to this guy from behind. By the way, are we still thinking about doing that race idea for Skyrim? Okay. Oh, she probably had to go do something. Excuse me.
Okay, I have returned.
That's good. My new name is Bonebreaker.
Nice. Hey, madam. Alright. I'll still probably be around when you get back. Yeah, I'll be leaving. Yeah.
So anyway, before I realized that you were still gone, I was about to ask, are we still planning on doing that race for Skyrim?
Yes. I'm not sure when,
You still have
but...
to send me that list of stuff, though.
Ah, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
There's been word of some trouble nearby. I'm on my way to investigate.
Never. I'm just gonna take care of it.
Okay, I might have to step up my game a little bit.
Keep your spells away from me.
That was easy. I didn't even need to use my Drain Blood Cloak spell. That's honestly a little upsetting. I'm surrounded by a swarm of pets and I didn't get to use their powers. Oh yeah, that reminds me. How long does this last?
Think you can steal.
Okay. Round 2. I will get that necklace, damn it. I will get that necklace. Thank you. How hard was that?
Sign him.
1,200 gold.
Life of adventure and song is the life for us, eh, friend?
Okay, but I thought immersive patrols would have stopped that shit.
What?
There's Imperials marching a Stormcloak soldier right outside Windhelm.
Kill the Imperials.
Hmm?
Kill the Imperials.
I want to, but
What's stopping you?
I'm not strong. You know what?
This is none of your concern. Be on your bad idea.
Nothing! Take control!
Okay, so my vampire...
Okay, for some reason that's... Okay, for some reason... There... It gave me a bounty on... What's its face? Gave me a bounty for the pail. It wasn't even the right hold. Actually, yeah, it was the right hold because Anger's Mill is on the border of on the Pale border. What the fuck? I call fucking bullshit. I just want to go check out a guy at the mill. That's all I want to do. Is that so hard, guys?
Probably. You know what? Vampiric Drain doesn't have enough reach for me. Drain Blood Ball!
But really, the ebony blade is so much fun. And look at just how sexy a blade it is.
Imperial business is beyond of your concern, citizen.
And I now sort of expect Reyes to go marry Telba Widearm because both, well, clearly you hate Bears as much as Telba does.
I used to work at Anger's Mill, but I had to leave.
And now the Reach has been liberated.
Your skin's as pale
Next,
as the
I
snow.
believe, is
Scared of sunlight or
Morthal.
something.
I'm a red guard. The Reach has been liberated.
Yep, and next is
Strangers
Morthal,
are
if I'm
always
correct.
trouble.
Good work, Shield brother. Alright. Now I can progress with the Dark Brotherhood now that I have the Ebony Blade.
Oh. Apparently I'm going to Y'all March. So, not Morthal.
Well, Hjalmarch
Morthal.
is Morthal. Well, Morthal is the capital of Hjalmarch. Harfingar.
Oh, Harfingar. God damn it.
Harfingar is Solitude's Hold.
Oh wow, the
Hjalmarch
sky is red.
is...
I'm afraid I don't have a primary contract for you yet.
Well, I'm allowed to be a little bit of an idiot at times.
No, it's very much alright. Okay. An easy way to remember it. The Thalmor have their Harfingar on Queen Eliseth of Solitude.
Ah. That makes sense.
Astrid said as much. Yet here you stand, hale and hearty.
Don't forget that I am Shadowscale. I was, quite literally, born to kill.
So you're the newest member of our dwindling, dysfunctional
Don't talk to
little
him,
family.
talk to me.
I've heard quite a bit about you. Ooh, cocky. I give you 3 days before you screw up and someone runs a knife across
I'm
your
going
throat.
to Dragon's Bridge.
But who knows? I've
to
been proven wrong
liberate some
before.
Imperial orders.
Did she now? Well, as it turns out, there are a few lingering contracts we haven't had the chance to complete just yet. And more, dribbling in from time to time. I'll assign them to you as they become available, to be completed at your leisure. It is. These aren't particularly glamorous assassinations, I'll be honest. Don't pay much either. But they'll keep you busy. Just do them as you're able. There's no real time limit. The targets aren't going anywhere. You can turn each one in as it's completed, or wait and turn in the whole group when all the targets have been eliminated. Whichever works for you. Well then, let's get started. I've got 3 available right now. Your targets are the beggar Narfi, an ex-miller named Enodius Papias, and Baytil, a mine boss. When you've completed all those, we'll see if I might have some more.
I like saying that the courier's life is in danger, because it really is.
Yeah.
Just not in the way that's expected.
Happy hunting.
Point though, Nazir of the Dark Brotherhood, his voice is like liquid velvet. Holy shit.
I never really listen to much dialogue in Skyrim unless I'm, like, really bored or can't do anything about it.
There's very few voices that I would say go out of your way to listen to. One of them is Ulfric Stormcloak, because holy shit, his voice. The other I would say is Nazir. I can't think of any more off the top of my head, but Nazir and Ulfric have amazing voices. I fucking love them. I could listen to Nazir making puns all day.
Good to know.
Also, Madam's asking about the courier. Are you talking about the protagonist of New Vegas?
No, I didn't know I didn't know that was who the protagonist was. But I am going to eat this dead body. I'm such a horrible person.
That's alright. That's alright, we're all horrible people. That's why we get along. At least it's not destroying you like a fucking fire dragon in Warframe.
Am I near a freaking Falmer area or something? Because I'm finding a lot of Falmer arrows. Which is weird because Falmer don't come out from underground.
Really, Ho? Get back on your side of the river. Come get me, asshole. Not like that, you thought. Thank you.
Watch out for this guy who wears the skin of dragons. Because he's a deadly motherfucker and he likes to eat skins. But no, they're all too stupid for that. Off to High Moon Hall. That they actually pay you for giving them fake documents.
Why are you annoyed? Madam. Aw.
What's wrong, madam?
No, she's not getting paid until Tuesday.
Oh, that sucks.
I'll chop off his toe!
His toe.
You watch Chugga Conroy, you know how deadly chopping off someone's toe is.
Yeah, but only in the Legend of Zelda universe. Skyrim's a whole different option.
Still don't underestimate the power of chopping off someone's toe.
Fair enough.
I mean,
I wish I could help you out, madam.
Yeah. Not yet. If at all. If it's gonna happen today. It's usually in morning or evening. If I start to hear them, I'll try and record it. Oi, gutless wonder, get your ass down here. Don't make me have to go and get Dragon Rend. Okay. Dragon blood. Chop off its non-existent dick! Yes!
Said he saw you speaking to one of the pilgrims at the 7,000 steps. I told you that I didn't want you to go up there.
Who are you? What do you want? Narvi's so happy, so happy, so happy. It's really dead, man.
I wish I could make my deliveries more often, but the road's getting dangerous. Be careful up there.
I forgot I had Gleam Blossom.
Okay, I'm just gonna reload Iverstead.
Gleam Blossom plus Hagraven Feathers, or Hagraven Claw, I mean, makes a potion of resist magic.
Okay.
It may be dead now, but where did it come from?
What do you
Sure,
mean?
leave. Everyone else does.
Hello, my friend. What could... My father taught me an important lesson many years ago. He said, Willen, you have the whole world before you. Go out and experience it. Be whatever you want to be. So, I took his advice, and here I am. This life might not look like much to you, but I'm content. And isn't that all that matters?
Mm-hmm.
Have yourself a great day.
Thank you. Finally, they're going back to their places. Rather than being all huddled together so I can't kill Nafi in cold blood.
Excellent work, child.
Oh, you saw me. Well, what a shame that is.
I should have visited, I should have gone and activated the Bloodstone Chalice before coming and doing this. Would have made everything so much easier. Because then I wouldn't run out of Magico.
Thank you. Move your stupid ass.
Get away from me.
Really? What? What are you going to tell me? Yes!
Excellent work, child.
Great. I'm glad that finally they're taking the chill pill and realizing, hey, maybe you don't want to hear this shit. Kill this thought because, well, he's not. He won't feed the ebony blade. Hang on, does the ebony blade lose charge? No, it doesn't have charge.
Miko. What the hell is Miko?
Miko is a puppy. He's a dog.
Why is he registering as an enemy?
I don't know, maybe you've done something horrible?
Alright, where's my healing spells?
Yeah, hopefully, but I don't think it will be as soon as April. Maybe by May, but we'll have to see about that. Yeah, they'll definitely keep Australia on lockdown, but hopefully domestic will come back up by May.
I'm gonna take a stab at saying this. They're probably not gonna get stuff back to normal until well into May, like halfway through it.
They killed. Ah, she's gone into her house. Good. Hello,
I've been looking
Courier.
for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. I have a letter here for you. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Actually, speaking of limits on the number of people, the mire in the town, like, the mire up in Mansfield, which is the town right next to Shelby, has been, or all mire locations have been forced to put a limit on how many shoppers can be within the shop at any time. No more than 50 people. And keep in mind, this is a rather big store.
Yeah.
Like, what's the biggest kind of store you guys have? Like, general goods plus grocery plus everything else?
Yeah.
Be careful!
I have Stormcloak officer armor now. It's nowhere
Nice.
near as good as It's nowhere near as good as my dragon scale armor, but it's still interesting. Actually, doesn't this have unique enchantments on it?
No. But the curse does introduce bear armor, which uses the model of Stormcloak officer armor, and it does have unique enchantments.
Oh, so that must be what I've been fighting all along. Because it just uses the same name, Stormcloak officer armor. Yeah, worry about the US. Honestly, no one else is going to. Like, I know I live in the US, but God, the US is a fucking nightmare. I will say, though, hopefully this shocks some people into realizing that we need free healthcare. Or,
Yeah.
not free, but...
Universal
good.
healthcare.
Yeah.
I'm about to hit level 21, guys.
Cool. I'm in my 50s for levels.
Night Mother is mother to all. It is her voice we follow, her will. Would you dare risk disobedience? And surely punishment?
Keep talking, little man, and we'll see who gets punished.
Ooh, kinky.
Oh, be quiet, you great lumbering lapdog.
They're talking about
Man's had a long
punishment.
journey. You can at least be civil. Mr. Cicero, I, for one, am delighted you and the Night Mother have arrived. Your presence here signals a welcome return to tradition.
Galmar's voice sounds like he swallowed 13 cigarettes and then lit them all on fire from within his gullet.
Our lady's favor.
You and the Night Mother are of course welcome here, Cicero. And you will be afforded the respect deserving of your position.
Like, I don't know if that makes any sense or not,
Understood,
but still.
husband?
Her. Oh, yes, yes, yes! Thank you, thank you, thank you!
Yeah, unfortunately you're correct there. Teachers aren't even technically supposed to teach the real history of America. Just the fancified version of it.
Are we clear on that point?
Oh, yes, mistress! Perfectly! You're the boss!
Ah, there you are. Good. I was done speaking with that muttering fool anyway. We've got some business to discuss. I do indeed. You must go to the city of Markarth and speak with the apothecary's assistant. You'll probably find her in the Hag's Cure when the shop is open. The girl's been running her mouth. Wants an ex-lover killed. She's apparently performed the Black Sacrament. Her name is Muiri. I need you to talk to her, set up the contract, and carry it out.
Lady,
just do whatever the contact wishes. Be professional, represent us well, and get the job done. Since it's your first contract, I'll let you keep whatever Muiri pays. She'll be generous, I'm sure. They always are.
Wait! Oh, wait! I know you. Yes. Yes! From the road, Cicero never forgets a face. I am! But not just my mother, our mother, The Night Mother, oh yes. And you helped me. You helped poor Cicero. You talked to Lorius and got him to fix my wheel. Oh, you may have pleased me, but you have surely pleased the Night Mother. And our mother, she will never forget. Cicero bids... Oh, yes, mistress.
I am level 53.
There's too much of an obsession these days with knives. Their arrival is the best thing that's happened to this sanctuary in years. Astrid is an effective leader, but we've been rudderless for too long. Scrounging for contracts, abandoning the tenants. The Dark Brotherhood has been reduced to a group of common cutthroats. Frankly, it's embarrassing. Stay safe.
Oh. Oops. I accidentally just shot a Stormcloak soldier.
What of the old beggar
my drain blood spell.
Is it done? Has he groveled for his last septum? Congratulations. You slaughtered an emaciated beggar in cold blood. You are truly an opponent to be feared. Here's your payment.
Ah, so you're hiding up there.
Of course she is. I hear the mining business is extremely cutthroat. And those hours, the murder. I could do this all day. Here's your payment.
His voice, though!
Good. And I hope you were careful in that lumber mill. Those splinters and rusty nails can be quite nasty.
Oh, that was easy.
For a job well done.
I think that's not where the Dark Brotherhood
You've got people to kill, my friend.
Isn't as immersive as it could be. Spoiler warning ahead for the Dark Brotherhood questline, but I don't think anyone gives a shit about that. When the Dark Brotherhood is up in flames and the sanctuary is being burned, you should be able to rescue at least one other person. I mean, Nazir survives, Babette survives. You should be able to choose a third one to survive and rescue them. Preferably rescuing another two, but even if it's rescuing another one, that would have been perfect. Cicero also survives, but I would like to be that you'd be able to rescue at least one other Dark Brotherhood member. Partially because I don't want Gabriella to die.
Me? I've been part of the Dark Brotherhood from the day I first hatched. I am Shadow Scale, you see. Born under the sign of the Shadow. Truthfully, I'm not entirely sure. It's not that I don't have the utmost respect for Sithis and the Night Mother and the ancient ways. I do. But I've never been much for religion. I kill because it's what I've been trained to do. It's all I know. So long as Astrid is happy, I'm happy.
I am disappointed Vizara isn't more dedicated, but I do understand his perspective. Like, that is all he's ever known as a Shadow Scale.
Vizara kind of reminds me, like, if Zulsaka had been less... Like, if Zulsaka hadn't been as devoted as he was.
Yeah, Zulsaka is, well, derived exactly from someone from a previous Shadow Scale being so devoted to Sithis that he's forever reincarnating in Sithis' service.
I do find it interesting how he has almost the same personality as every other incarnation he's had. Like, just one time, just one botched resurrection, and you could have a really, really uncaring, unmotivated version of him.
Yeah.
Or worse, a psychopathic killer who doesn't discriminate who he murders.
There has actually been a Zulsaka that has been an absolute pacifist.
Why are you looking at me like that? The Dark Brother. My goodness, you're really here.
That's
Black
interesting.
Sacrament. It actually worked.
I just ate 4 cups of Jello.
What I need is for Elaine Dufont to die.
That's
I want
more
him
Jello
hunted
than I
down
should have eaten.
and murdered like the dog he is.
But I can't complain because I love Jello.
I didn't know it when we were
It was strawberry
with
kiwi
each
Jello.
other, but Elaine is actually the leader of a band of cutthroats. Bandits. They're holed up in some old dwarven ruin. Raldbethar. It's near Windhelm. They use it as their base. It's where they stage their raids. I want you to go to that ruin, find Elaine Dufont, and kill him. I don't care about his friends. Do whatever you want with them. But Elaine has to die. Excellent. Once Elaine is dead, I'll pay you. In gold. I've saved up a bit. I hope that'll do. But, well, there is one more thing. If you're interested. If you can, I want you to kill someone else as well. You don't have to, not as part of our deal, but if you do, I'll pay you even more. It's Nilsine Shattershield in Windhelm. If Nilsine dies too, I'll make it worth your while. I planned to kill Elaine myself, you know. Nilsine too. Lost my nerve. I even brewed a special poison, lotus extract. Maybe you could use it? Just coat your weapon with it. Then You get the idea. Make them all pay for what they've done to me.
Yeah. It's... Again, it's a matter of blame the arson for the fire. Blame the people who lit the fire, not the fire itself for being so destructive. But then there's the matter of why have those people set up those assassinations? In Muiri's case, she was used and basically shunned for, well, being tricked. Elaine used Muiri to get to the Shadowshield family and steal a huge amount of stuff and the clan Warhammer.
This is gonna be fun. I am marching on solitude.
That's right, I looted everything in her pockets.
I can feel their heartbreak swelling in my blade.
Oh yeah, I forgot Balgruuf has the Thum.
Balgruuf has the Thum?
No,
Ulfric does, yes.
Yeah, I forgot he did.
Well, that's sort of part of how he bested Torrig in battle. I mean, it was his blade that slayed Torrig in battle, but yeah.
Well, either way.
Alright, where are enemies nearby? How are enemies nearby in a city?
Well, you might have accidentally pissed off someone.
Well, considering I just killed Nilsing's Shadowshield, but no one knows. What the fuck?
Sure no one knows?
Okay, fuck this.
How the hell did Ulfric get here before me? I was literally in front of him the entire time.
Okay, but really, how did I get a bounty enough to justify them attacking me?
I'm frozen.
Okay. I need to activate Miss Walk then. Nah, they've got bigger things to worry about than me. But really, how did I get a bounty? I'll go pay off my bounty at some point. Actually, I'm just gonna go put all but 1,000 septums in the thing. Make sure I have nothing that's stolen. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go.
General Tullius has the honor of being the first one to taste my most powerful poison.
Yay.
2,556 points of damage.
I'm not sure he might survive that.
Oh, he didn't. Because that's not counting the 17 points of health absorption and the fact that it's a Daedric blade.
Someone do something.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? I guess you're smarter than you look.
Oh, I'm Stormblade now. Now here's the curious thing. I've never actually gone through the war without being the Dragonborn. Would I still get to kill, would I still get to kill General Tullius or Ulfric Stormcloak if I'm not the Dragonborn yet?
I believe so, yes. Your position in the Dragonborn, your position as Dragonborn doesn't affect anything, from what I know.
Okay.
Okay, now that problem's solved, how much has my skill suffered? Oh shit, all my shit's cleared. Oh well. What a shame. Okay. Hang on for a minute. You might. Well, that doesn't surprise me considering your fascination with burbs, madam. I just ate a rotten potato because it was in my way.
Fair enough.
Food, that's right. Store my extra food. Now I need to take all the alcohol out.
The war's over.
Yay! The Stormcloaks have won. There we go. Food.
Good God. That was a whole thing and a half.
So, I figure you've played the Imperial side of the Civil War.
Multiple times, yeah.
Yeah. Now that you've played both sides of the Civil War, which do you prefer?
That's a hard thing to say, being honest. Because on one side, Ulfric does have quite a few things about him that make him seem right. But on the other hand, General Tullius is also great about at the end of the Stormcloak Rebellion, about how Ulfric is playing into the hands of the Thalmor.
Well, they're both playing into the hands of the Thalmor.
Well, yeah, pretty much everyone is. The Thalmor have plans within plans within plans.
Yeah. But
the problem with that is no one's trying to do anything to stop them.
But if you look at it from if you look at it solely from the point that matters, the Thalmor and their manipulation, really, it's a matter of if the Empire maintains control, Skyrim is still at the hands of the Thalmor. If the Stormcloaks win, Skyrim is free of the Thalmor. One way or another, the Empire is crumbling. At that point of the Great War, the Empire had pretty much all its majority of its provinces still intact. It had Cyrodiil, Hammerfell, Skyrim, High Rock. I think Black Marsh was still intact. I think they sort of had Morrowind, I'm not sure. But that's still 4 provinces. At the point of Skyrim, they have lost Hammerfell, they've lost Black Marsh, Skyrim is in civil war, so let's call that half a province, and we're still unsure of where High Rock stands. I think High Rock and Cyrodiil are the only ones that are still firmly in the Empire. Even if Skyrim were to be won by the Civil War, that's 3 provinces that the Empire still has. And they couldn't even win with, 5 provinces in total that they had before. Do you really think with 3 provinces, the Empire is going to survive a second war?
Well, no matter what, the Empire's screwed, but
yeah,
at the same time, what they could have done is, instead of going through with the Civil War, they could have used it as a front and then had secret meetings behind the backs of the Thalmor.
It could very well have been like that, but Ulfric isn't the best with diplomacy. I mean, he probably could have prevented the whole Civil War had he not just straight up gone and challenged Torek. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. Ulfric is decidedly headstrong and lacks the diplomacy, but you've got to think about it in the way that, are you going to try and preserve the Empire, or are you going to preserve the Empire and take Skyrim down with the Empire's ship? Because the Empire's screwed one way or another. You either take Skyrim down with the Empire, or Skyrim recedes and lives to fight another day.
Yeah, I get what you're saying there. I wish there could be a better resolution to all this.
Yeah.
I get that Ulfric's really headstrong, but if someone were to if he were to be able to, get it into his head that the best way to survive is to take down the Aldmeri Dominion with the help of others, then he very well could, in fact, do that.
That's why I have Eden Moonbear. That's why I made Eden Moonbear, because, well, there's already going to be more war on the Skyrim side, even with Skyrim's liberation. I mean, the Dominion is probably going to try and directly take over Skyrim now, in the case of Ulfric winning, but at the same time they've already lost a fight, lost one-on-one with the Red Guards, so they're not at peak strength. So it could go either way.
Now, here's the other thing. Since the Thalmor think that they have, or here's another thing that we have to bring up the problem of. Elsewhere is under the Thalmor's boot, like very heavily, and the Khajiit are not to be taken lightly. They are experts at stealth and manipulation tactics.
Yeah.
So even with only Elsewhere and the Thalmor, they would pose a challenge for even all the other provinces together.
Yeah, but at the same time though, if someone were to expose to the Khajiit that the Thalmor weren't responsible for the bringing back of the moons after the Void Nights...
Yeah, but how would they do that?
It would take a secret agent within the Thalmor to actually get that proof.
Yeah, but why would the Thalmor be stupid enough to actually have written proof that they had lied? They may be full of themselves, but they're not stupid either.
Possibly due to keeping facts together. I mean, they had written proof that Ulfric's being manipulated. They had the Ulfric dossier. So who's to say that they don't have a dossier on the Khajiit just in Eleanor, the capital of Elsewhere?
That could be possible.
And as Madam is saying, I believe that in the coming years, if the Civil War ends with Ulfric winning, as I really hope it does end with Ulfric winning, because that is a much more fun and progressive future for the Elder Scrolls series. But I think it would be, I think especially for the I think Ulfric would come around, starting with the Red Guards. I think there would be an alliance between, especially even Skyrim and Hammerfell, maybe incorporating Morrowind, High Rock, and Cyrodiil. Not an empire, but an alliance. It's very possible, because Ulfric said it himself that man will need to rise up against the Thalmor. Mankind will need to rise against the Thalmor, and I think that between High Rock, Cyrodiil and Hammerfell, I think they would push to have an alliance with the Dunmer, because the Dunmer they don't operate on the same basis as the Dominion. I mean, it comes down to even in their culture. The Chimer split from the Aldmar on the precept that, like, okay, yeah, you've got mortality now, but don't be a little bitch and blame Lorcan for all your shortcomings. Get up. Life is a test. Prove your worthiness. I mean,
I hear what you're saying, yeah. And I honestly admit that you're really correct about pretty much everything there. I don't like how open-ended everything is by the time you finish Skyrim. Like, even 100% completing everything, there is just, you never get a satisfying ending to the actual issues. You can never actually guarantee that Ulrich wins. You can't guarantee that the Empire leaves.
Not until we get Elder Scrolls 6. Because bear in mind, well, I feel Skyrim is sort of like a closing and an opening. Because, well, again, the turning of the millennia, it's now the 4th era. But I feel it's like closing the book on the Empire and opening a new story, which is the besting of the Thalmor, the rise and fall of the Thalmor, and a whole new time coming. I feel like Ulfric's rising is the start of something new. The Thalmor and the oh, I forgot, that's right, these guys won't attack me because I'm a bandit. But yeah, I feel it's the beginning of something new. And that's also why I feel that what's its face, that's why I feel that Mehrunes Dagon actually succeeded in the Oblivion Crisis. He didn't take over Nirn, but he put the pieces in place for a total upheaval of everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't tell me that things are the same now as they were before.
They're really not. Part of that might be because of Mehrunes, but at the same time, I feel like part of it's just because of the human nature of change itself. Change is impossible to predict. Humans are the biggest changes of existence itself.
Yeah.
Like, hell, it's not even just the humans. The only ones that really never change, I have to say, are, let's see, the Thalmor, or the Altmer. Just elves in general don't seem to change a whole lot because of their long lifespans.
Yeah, I feel
like the shorter the lifespan, the faster the change is.
Yeah,
like the Khajiit have pretty short lifespans compared to everyone.
Because they've got to make an impact in the world. If they have that much more to lose. Because their lives are shorter, they either make their lives worthwhile and make heroes of themselves that will be told beyond their time, make a lasting impact, or they'll just simply be another name forgotten to history.
Yeah. I think that might be part of why I like the Khajiit so much. They feel like it feels like being a race with such a short lifespan just makes things, like, I feel like they experience things more strongly than a human does. Because the Khajiit honestly don't give a flying rat's ass about whether or not something is considered illegal.
Yeah.
As long as it provides them with something interesting and carries on their name afterwards. Like,
yeah, I mean,
it's a whisper of fear.
Prime example, their god Bandar. I mean, Bandar stole a ring from Mephal's finger. Bandar stole the ring of Khajiit from Mephal's finger. I dare any of you to say, with full consciousness, that that is not fucking metal.
It is, honestly.
You're damn right. I mean, even if I think technology could start to actually make a resurgence in Elder Scrolls 6, but it would be an optional thing. I'd think, as much as anything, changes in culture and changes in just the atmosphere of the world.
Well,
maybe new classes of magic.
Is Elaine?
I feel like one major reason for why technology still hasn't risen up really is partially because of the sudden disappearance of the Dwemer. No one knows what the hell happened to them. So people are afraid that it was caused because the gods were displeased with their use of technology. Which, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, look at what people used to think lightning was. They used to think lightning itself was the wrath of God striking down upon people. But it turned out it was just because of ionization in the air molecules because they rubbed together too hard. Like, to be honest, no one knows what to make of things until we know what they are.
Yeah.
So for all we know, the people of Nirn just believe that, hey, this entire freaking civilization vanished in a blink of an eye. That means that the gods were pissed at them and just evaporated them.
So I think it could be a matter of them just evolving again, because the world really has been in stasis, and that I think ties into the possibility of Satakal returning, Satakal waking up. Maybe that could be one of the possible endings for the Elder Scrolls 2. You can actually help Satakal wake and be part of the rebuilding of the world. A brand new world.
Yeah.
Ah, you're back. So, how went your first real contract?
I wonder what new thing they're going to bring in with Elder Scrolls 6, though. Like, Skyrim had the Thuum and all that. I wonder if they're going to bring something in similar to that with the Elder Scrolls 6 or not.
Are going to fit in here quite nicely. Now, I need your assistance with a matter of a more personal nature.
Because if you guys are right and it is in Hammerfell, then it would be cool if they just gave the...
It's Cicero.
Well, yeah, that's true.
A lot of people suspect that it will be set in Hammerfell. Based on the teaser trailer, it could either be Hammerfell or it could be elsewhere.
He's taken to locking himself in the Night Mother's...
Because it's a very rocky
to someone.
verdant scene, but leading up to that point is desert in a sandstorm. So
maybe so.
Yeah, it could be Hammerfell, and it's likely to be Hammerfell based on what people are suspecting.
Dear sister,
but
I need you to steal into
possible.
That chamber and
it's possible that it could also be elsewhere.
The shadows. They'll see you for sure.
If it is elsewhere, I hope that they at least let you be able to pick out of different types of Khajiit, like instead of just giving us the
stocks.
Yeah.
Be that as
But
it may,
even if
we
not,
have no other
it would
choice.
still be a lot of fun.
You need to remain unseen.
But
now go,
with Hammerfell, they do have an easier time of bringing in some sort of power that, like, well, yeah, because, like Madam said, sword singing, like, based on, like, a whole bunch of stuff, you could have different abilities with sword singing, like, maybe instead of just a regular scimitar being summoned for your Shihai, you have, I don't know, a dagger, or a great sword,
I think though, rather than a dragon, like this Ansai Dragonborn, basically, like you, one way or another. Guess what? You have the sword singing. Get to it. Congratulations. You have to actually. There's several outcomes and power levels based on how you dedicate to that, or you can just completely neglect the fact that you're an Ansai and do whatever you want, and it will have different results. So you can tell your story rather than what Bethesda wants, because I mean, with Skyrim there's a lot of one-sided decisions. I mean, you can't really make a lot of evil decisions, and your choices don't really seem to matter much.
Yeah.
I mean, Civil War, I mean, wow, the bloody Temple of the Divines is still up. Wow, what happened to the old gods that were supposedly going to be brought back?
Yeah. And there are a lot of things I wish that they had done instead.
Yeah.
Are we alone? Yes. Yes! Alone! Sweet solitude! No one will hear us, disturb us. Everything is going according to plan. The others, I've spoken to them, and they're coming around, I know it. The wizard Festus Crex. Perhaps even the Argonian, and the Unchild. What about you? Have you spoken to anyone? No? No, of course not. I do the talking, the stalking, the seeing, and the saying. And what do you do? Nothing! Not that I'm angry. Oh, never. Cicero understands. Cicero always understands. And obeys.
Delphine,
You'll talk when you're ready, won't you? Won't you? Sweet night, Mother.
Poor Cicero. Dear Cicero. Such a humble servant. But he will never hear my voice. For he is not the listener.
Oh, but how can I defend you? How can I exert your will if you will not speak to anyone?
Oh, but I will speak. I will speak to you, for you are the one. Yes, you. You who shares my iron tomb, who warms my ancient bones. I give you this task. Journey to Wallen Road. Speak with Armand Mortier.
Poor Cicero has failed you. Poor Cicero is sorry, sweet mother. I've tried so very hard, but I just can't find the listener.
Tell Cicero the time has come. Tell him the words he has been waiting for
The problem is, I still don't think that they'd be likely to use Dwemer technology. Because keep in mind, like I said, the Dwemer are kind of this nightmare story in a way. Like, an entire civilization of people disappears in one afternoon, or in one moment, and nobody knows what the fuck happened to them. Why the fuck are people gonna risk using whatever they used when they don't even know whether or not that's what caused it?
She spoke to you? More treachery. More trickery and deceit! You lie! The Night Mother speaks only to the listener!
They might do that, but for some reason I feel like they wouldn't.
No listener!
I will say one thing. Black powder weapons wouldn't exist in Skyrim. What it would instead be is probably a mixture of maybe fire salts and a couple of other powder-based alchemy ingredients to create an explosion. Probably a mixture of fire and void salts, if I had to guess. Or hell, maybe just pure void salts. That's a black powder. Who knows? And,
it's
true. We don't know how those kinds of weapons would be made anyways. Ammunition could literally be made up of all sorts of stuff.
She has chosen you!
I personally don't like the idea of guns in the Elder Scrolls series.
Maybe not guns, then maybe something like more primal styles of bombs and traps and stuff.
Bombs and traps could be good, and if they upgraded the crossbows, that'd be fun. But I feel like guns themselves are just a little too far forward.
I heard the commotion.
Yeah, I feel that things could start to actually, again, things can start changing. The more things are changing and evolving, maybe not to the point of guns and all of that, but, well, again, that's up to Bethesda, but I think it would be really cool if there was new classes of magic, I think maybe void magic and beast magics. I mean, there's already signs of using magic to tame animals. What if there's one step further? Yeah, there is some Redguard engineers in Hammerfell, and well, that could be that they could work out some sort of balanced version of the gun that doesn't draw it too close to, say, the Fallout series, but it has a lot of drawbacks, like slow firing, difficult to aim. Difficult to aim is another thing, but if you can pull it off, it'll pretty much it would borderline, it would almost be enough to slay a dragon in 2 shots.
Well, not 2 shots, but it would be able to pierce their hide easily.
Yeah, and then they would, it would be something that would inflict huge amounts of damage if you can get it right. Bows would be, then it would be a balance between the traditional bow and arrows, crossbows and crossbow bolts, and guns.
I will say that the guns are impossible to use for stealth.
Yeah,
because they would
absolutely, they'll be impossible
loud
to use stealthily.
So that would be another way to balance it, is they're basically for if you're almost completely...
Reveal yourself, traitor.
If you're almost completely incapable of getting away quickly, or if there's just one guy in your way and you need to run past him, you can have the gun out and then just shoot him as you get close enough to be able to not miss easily, and then just keep running.
And that would be that would be a fun way to use a gun.
Yeah, but at the same time, they're just not lucrative to use in actual combat.
Yeah.
Because in order to reload them, you'd have to put the powder in the barrel. You can't fumble it, or else you could blow yourself to shit and back.
Yeah.
You have to be able to. You have to very carefully put the bullet into the chamber and all sorts.
Yeah.
Well.
So maybe like a sort of combination of, say, this button, and this button in that order, and that reloads your gun. Boom.
I also feel like it should require, like, actual alchemy materials to make the powder.
Yes.
Like, you have to make the powder with fire salts.
Very much like you can make arrows and crossbow bolts.
I will say that putting scopes on a bow would be nearly impossible.
Yeah.
But on a crossbow, it would be possible.
Yeah.
I feel like, and to be honest, the only reason you should even use a bow once you get crossbows is if you are using a dragonbone bow. And even then, only if it's, like, enchanted pretty damn strong.
Yeah.
Hang on
a sec, I need to do something.
Okay. I feel like instead of a scope, what if it was like... have you played Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, madam? Because in the Twilight Princess game, there's an item called the Hawkeye, which is basically a mask that lets you zoom in on faraway things without having to use binoculars or a scope. I feel like something like that would be more lucrative to use with a bow, whereas with a crossbow you could still use a scope. Are you sending me? Huh. Well, the thing is, the Dwemer wouldn't have used bow scopes. But I feel like for regular bows, something like the Hawkeye would be more intelligent. Like a mask that goes over your face to be able to, you know, so-and-so, such and such. Because I feel like it's just not... I feel like using a scope with a bow is pretty weird, just handling-wise. I was talking to Madam about how instead of a scope for a bow, you could use something like a mask that... Have you played Twilight Princess before? Or seen anything about the game, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess?
I have seen footage of it. I haven't managed to sit down and watch a playthrough all the way through.
Well, what I was talking to Madam about was a mask called the Hawkeye. Basically, it's just a mask, but you can use the eyes to zoom in. Instead of, like, using a scope or binoculars, you can literally just put the mask on and be able to zoom in and zoom out and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I'd say that would have to be something you make. And maybe not...
Not just make, you'd have to go into a Dwemer ruin to get the blueprints, then you'd have to gather the materials, then you'd have to have a high enough smithing, and so on and so forth.
It would be a very long and tedious process, but the prize would be worth it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a really fun topic.
That brings into mind, for our God, my freaking voice. For Dissolve a Dominion, what if we actually integrated some of these ideas that we're having?
I'm looking at Madam, because this is the shit that we've got going in our roleplay. She's integrating this shit.
I'm still gonna say that bows with scopes just make no sense to me. Like, I don't think a scope on a bow looks right or makes sense or anything. It's just my personal opinion. But
I think maybe not a mask, but maybe like a bionicle thing. Or maybe like you could have a clockwork person, like what Madam had said in the past, has posed to me. A clockwork person that actually has that scope. And scope bows are used in real life.
What?
I've seen it. But...
The listener?
Scoped bows might be used in real life, but I still think they look weird.
It's true! It's true!
Then again, I'm used to a bow being set up so you can't exactly look through a scope easily. Like, I've handled a bow in real life before. I actually own a couple of bows. I just don't feel like putting a scope on them actually makes sense or is physically
Cicero spoke to the Night Mother.
Some people might be able to do it, I just don't feel like I'd be able to. Is this just more of the fool's
rambling?
Yeah. I think if if scoped bows were a thing, you could have.
So Cicero wasn't talking
there would
to
be
else.
all the bows, and there
Just
would be all the bows with scope, so you can have
and
with
the
or
Night
without.
Mother, who, according to everything we know,
and then there could be advantages to using a scope versus using like the zooming mask or something.
Yeah, there'd be all sorts of pros and cons.
And
yeah.
What did she say?
And using a scope or a mask versus not using one at all, like maybe using just the regular bow.
Who that is, but
I don't know, you can pull back farther and do more damage that way,
and
or
I know where it is.
fire faster. Whereas with the scopes and such, you have a slower fire rate, but larger range.
No. Listen, I don't know what's going on here, but you take your orders from me. Are we clear on that? The Night Mother may have spoken to you, but I am still the leader of this family.
Well, at the same time, you can still get, once you unlock the ability to craft scopes, you'd still be able to buy them.
Think about all this.
Like how Skyrim has it, so that once you hit a certain level, you start getting
I'll
leveled
find you when
gear
I'm ready
and such.
to discuss the matter further.
Oh, you are the listener! You are the listener! I have served Mother well, I have! Oh, well, yes, I did. I did indeed. I tried to listen, tried so hard, but the Night Mother never spoke to poor Cicero. Her silence became almost maddening. Oh, but that was then.
Spellcrafting definitely needs to
You're
return.
the listener, and the Night Mother chose you for a reason, I'm sure. Cicero will remain the happy keeper.
Maybe not complete the quest line for the Mages Guild, but at least get a decent amount through it.
Yeah.
Well, I thought, if it is Hammerfell, then spellcrafting would be kind of difficult, because doesn't Hammerfell dislike a lot of types of magic? They only really like destruction and restoration, and maybe alteration.
Does death not come to us all? Is it not a certainty? I am therefore honored to be Doom's herald, to play some part in a being's inevitable end. Without the Night Mother, there is no Dark Brotherhood. The matron deserves our unwavering support and respect. Though
I hope they
admit
bring in
I
sun
find her
magic as
keeper a
well.
bit too exuberant for my liking.
Magic that just does extremely high damage to the undead, but everything else takes like maybe half damage to it.
Or no damage, like the sun spells.
I'd say half damage because sunlight can still harm people.
What's the
Just
matter?
it takes
Radioactive
longer.
poisoning.
What I'm throwing your way?
Hale and hearty.
Well then, your timing couldn't be better. As it turns out, I've got 2 new contracts. one rather easy assignment.
That
and
would
another
make sense.
That should prove quite a challenge. Your first target is an orc bard named Lurbu.
This is so much harder to talk about than if we were all on voice chat together, and I'm about to go downstairs to eat.
Happy hunting.
Well, at least I'm hoping to, because I don't know if my mom is awake yet. That could be a good way to bring
at the same time, though, it wouldn't be the first time that the Ansai wards have been messed with. I think that could very well be a DLC. Like, you can either very much like the Dawn Guard, but you can either join the necromancers and try and destroy the Ansai wards properly, or you can join possibly the Ashabar and stop this necromancer cult and actually do it properly. Like, actually have both stories actually well written.
Yeah.
Because I feel with the have the Dark Arts expanded, but I feel that the vampire side of the Dawn Guard is very weak. I mean,
I always felt like the Dawn Guard side was weaker, honestly. Because now that I'm finally exploring the vampire side, the Dawn Guard side just feels kind of... like, I get that it's not supposed to be very big or anything. Because, being completely honest, you're about to die.
But I feel there's more reasoning behind all the decisions in the Dawn Guard side. I mean, Serana actually is going against her father, and she doesn't want the prophecy to doesn't really want the prophecy to come into fruition. So why would she join you in pursuing the bow? Because she doesn't want to. She's not. I picture her more going. She'd actually join the Dawn Guard and try and stop her father more than she would help him.
Well, what always happens with me is I end up promising her not to use the bow to do the blood of the sun thing.
Yeah, but that's just you. There's no guarantee of that.
Hail, sister.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, in that way, it does make more sense for her to accept staying in Harkon's court for a time.
I do understand that, and yes, I feel that then would make a little bit more sense, but I still there's no dialogue of that promise, and so she's just following you around. She's just there anyway because you need to have her as a companion.
Yeah.
That's yeah, I just feel that the story on the vampire side is weaker. The other thing is that, well, I understand that Harkon would feel threatened by you having the bow, but even when you turn it over, he's like, haha, I'm just gonna kill you anyway. You're pathetic. It makes you fight Harkon either way, even if you've been absolutely faithful to him, and it's just like, it feels like they just added the vampire side of the story in the last day or so. That's what it comes across to me as.
Yeah, and I can understand why you say that. I don't know, I guess it might just be because it was a breath of fresh air to me, because I had only done the Dawnguard side before, because I didn't. I thought that if you followed the vampire side, then you actually had to do everything Harkon says, and you didn't get to kill him or anything, and I'll admit, I hate Harkon. I hate him so fucking much.
Yeah.
He's almost as bad as Delphine.
Almost. Admittedly, I don't regret that you still have to fight Harkon, but I think it's still I think it still should. It could have been, the vampire side of the story could be a lot more interesting, a lot better. And of course, there's a courier. Oh no, I thought there was a courier then.
No, that's a... Oh, no. Damn. But there is a dragon.
Fucking fire!
Alternate version? Huh. That would be interesting. But at the same time, I feel like Harkon wouldn't really care about the Dragonborn's existence. Like, sure, a mortal with the soul of a dragon has popped up and they have the ability to breathe fire and so on. But at the same time, I feel like he'd be...
He's more arrogant in the way that he thinks, oh, you're the Dragonborn. Haha, that's cute. I'm still more powerful.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me as the type to actually feel, to actually want to, you know. Like, even if Molag Bal himself were to talk to Harkon and say, hey, corrupt the Dragonborn and make them your slave, I feel like Harkon would be like, well, if the Dragonborn is so easy to corrupt, why don't I just kill them instead?
I hate this dragon.
Well, keep in mind, Harkon wasn't really serving Molag Bal particularly. He doesn't ever refer to Molag Bal as his lord or anything.
Well, in the beginning, when you ask him about how he became a vampire, he tells you that he sacrificed thousands in Baal's name. So, I think he still does worship Baal. I mean, there's a shrine to him in the castle.
Well, I guess that's a fair point.
Okay, I'm gonna get... Hang on, how much gold do I have on me? 2,000.
I was literally about to get up and do it.
I need to get going soon. In about half an hour.
Well, my mom's awake, so I'm gonna... Oh dear. My mom's awake, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop off and switch over to Discord for a while.
Okay, take care.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably hop off the stream too. If you guys want to talk to me, I'll be on Discord. Go ahead and send me a ping if you decide you want to voice chat or something. It's up to you guys.
Yep, no worries.
Let's go.
VC with me. Yep, okay. Hang on, when this loads over, I'll save and then I'll jump on with you. Alright, I'll see you in a sec, madam.